Happy New Year, Leos. This is your January 2018 horoscope with me, Lada, from Astrolada.com. And let's see how the year starts for us. Well, there is actually a lot of earth and water planets, a lot of energy in earth and water. So for Leos, that could make you go a little bit more within, because Leo is expansive, extrovert sign that likes to be out there, to make things done, to organize things, to be active, to be noticed. But the water and earth energies are more feminine energies, so they kind of calm us down. They try to make us relax a little bit, to take it easier, or to consolidate what we've already achieved. But still, we have a lot of very positive combinations. We have a wealth combination that is happening in the sky the whole of January, and we have two signs that are producing powerfully and producing only positive results. And I'll walk you through that so you know what to expect. Before that, I want to show you a few planets are invisible and what it means for you. I'm going to share a screen of my 2018 calendar, which I created with Marina. It's 103 pages. It's a few calendars within one, actually. It has all transits, all aspects, and visibility of planets. So let's see. We have Venus invisible the whole January. And when a planet is invisible, we better lay low in regards to what this planet rules. In regards to, so anything artistic, creative, a little bit might be a bit more difficult to manifest on a material level, even though we might have inner manifestations, inner inspirations. And Venus actually is the planet that is joining the Sun. The Sun is Julius. So Venus will grant you with new creative ideas, with new ideas about improvement of your life overall, because Venus is the planet of improvement of life, of money, of luxuries, of experiencing pleasures, of relationships. But generally, it's not immediately the time now to act on those impulses. It's the time to research them, to get inspired about those new ideas that come to us, because Venus, the planet of love and beauty and art and money, is with the Sun, with you. So you will feel as Leos more attractive, more agreeable, more enjoyable, more pleasant. You know, you definitely have all those qualities much stronger, especially when does it happen exactly? Let me just check. Venus conjoins the Sun, Venus conjunct Sun, Sun conjunct Venus on the 9th. And Sun conjunct Pluto as well on the 9th. Interesting. It means that matters connected to love, Venus, and relationships, Venus, plus matters connected to your career, because Venus rules your career, it rules the 10th house for Leo, will be getting transformed around that time, because Pluto is the planet of transformations, and we'll be getting a powerful new insight into your life. A powerful new, like a impulse, new creative impulse but probably they'll start manifesting when Venus becomes visible from February onwards. And you can see what it says here, Venus conjunct the Sun. You can feel loved around that time, 9th of January. And I'll give it 2-3 days before, 2-3 days after. You can even experience meeting love. You can become more kind and polite, more diplomatic, easier to make compromises, feel more attractive. And as I said, new dates and relationship, but they'll probably only start manifesting properly, like giving results or be clear about the relationship when Venus becomes, you can start new ones now, but when Venus becomes visible, you'll be able to know clearly where this relationship is heading, which is from February. You can receive compliments and presents, and wonderful for art activities. Specifically those few days when Venus is with the Sun. Financial incomes, receive something you wanted, you know, all those matters. But also, we have a different thing. Saturn, that rules your 7th house of relationships, Aquarius, is invisible till the 10th of January. But after the 10th of January, it becomes visible. So all of a sudden, you can start receiving support from others after the 10th of the January. You can start contracts, business agreements are much more likely to give material results or to happen. Maybe they were delayed till then, or they were not as easily manifested any agreements. Saturn was the seventh house of agreements, any promises, and also personal, interpersonal relationship. Maybe your partner had some delays or blockages or inability to manifest, so maybe they were a bit more passive. And now they, after the 10th of January, they start being much more active because the planet that rules them becomes visible. Also, creating contracts or doing some collaborations with others become productive and start manifesting results, Leo. Especially if your rising is in Leo in particular. The sun and moon, to a lesser degree, you still feel it. The rising is always the most important sign, or the ascendant, as we call it, to check. But you see, anything connected to relationship, personal or business, starts improving after the 10th of January. And it fully improves when Venus, the planet of love, naturally becomes visible from the 7th of February onwards. And the planet that rules your relationships is visible for quite a long time. So you have easier and easier time through relationship and manifesting. But the first time you feel the winds changing and some important developments in a supportive, positive way that come to you from others, or in regards to business, or in regards to relationship, personal relationship and commitments, and improvement of relationship, comes after the 10th. Okay, so let me just close that. And I want to show you where you can manifest powerfully this month, because we have two very happening signs. And that's very rare to do that. That's why I'm so excited about January. Because according to ancient astrology, and I'm still testing it, but I've been working with this method for the last 1 year, and I'm starting to see, wow, it's powerful stuff. When a planet that rules a sign is in that sign, and when Mercury and Jupiter aspect are also in that sign, so three factors: the ruler of the sign, Mercury and Jupiter, affecting the same sign through aspect or being there, this sign starts manifesting only the positive. So that house, whatever that house rules in your life, will only manifest the positive area, the positive in your life in a powerful way. Usually some signs might not be triggered at these three levels for years sometimes. Sometimes they can be triggered a whole year all the time. You know, well, not never all the time, but quite a lot throughout the year. So, and now we have two signs being activated by those three factors at the same time. So I have very high hopes that these will give powerful results in your life. So let me show you. One of them is in Scorpio. You have Jupiter and Mars in your fourth house. Scorpio falls in the fourth house of Leos. Jupiter is one of the activating, first level. Mars is the ruler of Scorpio. It's in its own sign, second level activation. And Mercury is in Capricorn. And Mercury, according to ancient astrology, cardinal signs aspect fixed signs, and fixed signs aspect cardinal signs. This is a different method of aspects. It's very different than the moderns use, but they used astrology very differently. So Mercury is also activating Scorpio. So we have three-level activation, which is so rare and only is active in January, activating this fourth house, Scorpio. What is the fourth house? Where can you manifest only the positive? In regards to property, so you can buy, sell property. If you're real estate, you can make. And Jupiter and Mars, by the way, another ancient rule, when they're together in the same sign, they form wealth yoga. Jupiter is about opportunities, Mars is about acting on them, even taking risks, which will pay off. So wealth yoga, even if you take risks with your property, you might sell it, or take a risk and decide to redecorate the property and to bring its value up. It will have a long-term positive effect. It will bring the value up. Even if you're taking some risk with property or place of living, it will pay off positively. Anything to do with fourth house, maybe something good can happen to you by collaborating with family members, whether it's on business. It can even generate wealth of some sort, or some opportunities for financial increase. Also, support can come from your family, or something good can happen in the life of your mother or father that it's kind of uplifting, that gives positive manifestation in the fourth house. So if you work in fourth house areas, you can have a very manifesting month. So if you're in caring, nurturing, taking care of children, taking care of, any kind of fourth houses in the mothering house, anything to do with catering, anything to do with hotels, anything to do with property, real estate. Wow, this can be super manifesting month, or at least quite positive for you. Or if you want to sell, buy property, find a place to live in, fix something in your home, improve something in your home, improve the value of your property, maybe do something around your garden and things like that. This is when things can really start happening for you if you have a sun, moon, or ascendant in Leo. Always the ascendant is the strongest, then the moon, then the sun. Okay, so good things comes from here. And then we have Capricorn, powerfully manifesting for you in January as well. Why is that? Because we have Saturn, the planet that rules Capricorn, in its own sign. So first level activation. Then Mercury, the other activating planet, is also in Capricorn. Then Jupiter aspects Capricorn from Scorpio. Fixed sign aspects Cardinal in that system. So we have the three activating, levels there. The three activating planets that will allow you to manifest to the sixth house. Plus, actually, till November, till the end of November, almost, you have all the time consistently two activating factors in your sixth house, Leos. So, this is powerful enough to manifest much more good things, 2/3 good things through your sixth house than, negative things. And from time to time, Mercury will be activating just like it does in January, also bringing it up to a full third level activation, fully positive activation only. And then Mercury will again activate when it's in another fixed sign, which is not the one conjunct, but usually like when it's in Taurus again, when it's in Leo at some time throughout the year, and when it's in Scorpio at some time of the year, it will keep activating the sixth house. So you can manifest powerfully and masterfully to a great level, especially now in January, but throughout till November 2018, we have two levels of activation constant. So what can you manifest through the sixth house? Well, Leo, this is your work. You can get a nice job now, positive way, with good working environment. You have quite a few responsibilities because Saturn is in its own sign, and Saturn always, gives us some challenges and tests. But these will conclude in a positive way because we have a triple activation, to manifest only the positive of that sign, at least till the end of the year, till November 2018. So there's a strong protection. Yes, even if there's some challenges in your work environment with colleagues and with lots of working responsibilities and duties, you are manifesting constructively and positively. And just remember, Saturn requires you to work hard. Plus, in regards to your health, you can make some really positive, constructive changes in regards to your health if you happen to have Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Leo, because you're activating the sixth house, which usually is a negative house, disease, problems, even if some illness appears now, you'd be able to turn it around because of the triple positive activation. You'll be able to remove whatever is causing that illness, whether it's a diet, whether it's some food you're eating, whether it's some, whatever it is, you can find the right doctor who will help you. You can stop some bad habit, addictive habit as well, which can improve your health of some sort. So you can make tremendous positive manifesting steps through personal discipline and effort, though Saturn never gives easy, but towards improving your health and towards learning to be more organized, to be more efficient. January in particular can be powerfully efficient month. Sixth house is the house of work, duty, routines. Yes, you might have more of those, but it's almost like you're eating them up. You're manifesting, you're getting a lot of things done, and you're so glad that, you're seeing productive results of all those actions that you're putting in regards to your work. And you might have a lot of duties and responsibilities also around the house, because we're combining the fourth and the sixth. We might have to take care of children, laundry, work projects, fixing. 6th house is the house of fixing, repairing things. They might rotate around your family as well again, but even in your office work, like kind of completing some project behind the scene, putting the final touches, working very much in detail with attention to detail. 6th house is about mastering something, very like an apprentice to the perfecting of the detail. So January starts up with you being much more detail oriented, much more paying attention to efficiency, to work, and getting great results there. If you want to, for example, change your job, that might be the month that you can manifest that. If you want to get some project or start some project in your work, now can be the time in regards to that. Or 6th house is anything to do with health, anything to do with organization, or you might be, for example, just organizing your house to activate both 6th house of cleanliness, organization, putting things in order, systemizing, categorizing, making, perfecting, making better, and the 4th house, home. So you can combine those two things, and you'll notice that towards the end of the month, towards the last 10 days, Sun and Venus and then Mercury are going to go into your 7th house, guys. So the attention will become more and more on partnerships, one-to-one relationships with others, a lot more activity around relationships. But for now, it's almost like January, you're making an inventory and you're paying attention to your home. Good things come there from there, and your work. These are the two sources of great advancement that can happen to you. So personal life and work responsibilities and health as well. So thank you so much, Leos. Hope that was, I mean, it's not about partying and fun and all those things, but very productive month overall. So thank you. Happy New Year. Check out again my 2018 calendar ebook, 103 pages with all the important astrological events for 2018. And you receive it immediately over the email. So thank you and bye-bye.